Welcome to Smart Eye News Channel. Today is another great day to be part of the family. Welcome and thank you for joining us. For today's headline, we're going to start off with a story that has been making rounds in the news recently, but now is coming out that it was all false. First up, let's go to World is One. Micah Parsons makes history as first rookie in NFL history to record 20 sacks and 3 forced fumbles in same season. The Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons made history on Sunday after he recorded his 20th sack of the season against the Washington football team. In doing so, he became the first rookie in NFL history to record 20 sacks and 3 forced fumbles in the same season. Parsons also made his first career interception as the Cowboys' defense continues to impress. So, congratulations to him for making all that history. He had quite the season. If you are new here to our channel, welcome to our show where we tell you all the things that you need to know about your favorite NFL teams and players all in one place. If you haven't already, then make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you can keep up to date on all of the latest news. Now let's get into today's top story. Micah Parsons is everywhere. That man is absolutely everywhere. And it's not just his play on the field. He is so vocal, and he's an emotional leader. The Dallas Cowboys have needed a defensive player like Parsons since the retirement of DeMarcus Ware. When Parsons came along this year, many were wondering if he could live up to the hype. As the draft came closer and closer and Dallas decided to pick Parsons at number 12, the expectations skyrocketed. Parsons started off slow, but he has been turning it on as of late. Not only is he getting sacks and forcing fumbles, he is stuffing the run and covering tight ends. Parsons is one of the most exciting young players to come into the league in years. His impact is felt any time he is on the field, and the future looks bright for the young linebacker. The Cowboys front office did an excellent job drafting Parsons, and hopefully they can lock him up long term. So there you have it, folks, the latest news on Micah Parsons right there. And now, moving over to our next segment called Did You Know?, where we take a look back at some of the greatest moments in NFL history. Today, we're going to take a look at the last time the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Super Bowl XXX was played on January 28, 1996, at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. The Dallas Cowboys defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers by a score of 27-17. The Cowboys were led by head coach Barry Switzer, while the Steelers were coached by Bill Cowher. Emmitt Smith was named Super Bowl MVP after rushing for 108 yards and catching 27 passes for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. This was the second Super Bowl victory for the Cowboys and their first since Super Bowl VI following the 1971 season. And now we're going to move on to the next segment of the show called What's Trending in the NFL, where we break down some of the top stories from around the league. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. Okay, now let's get back to it. The Buffalo Bills Mafia is showing their support for their team in the best way they know how. With tailgates being allowed again this season, Bills fans showed up in full force on Sunday with a tailgate that stretched from the parking lot to the streets surrounding Highmark Stadium. Tailgating has become a big part of the NFL experience, and these fans showed that they are ready for football. What did you think about this image? Comment down below. Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list, which means that he either tested positive or was in close contact with someone who did. Head coach Sean McDermott said Beasley was present at the walkthrough but left after they were informed of the positive test. We hope it's a quick turnaround for him and that he can be back on the field soon. As Week 14 comes to a close, the Kansas City Chiefs have officially clinched a playoff spot. This marks the 6th straight season that the Chiefs have made the playoffs. It also marks the 13th time in franchise history that they have done so in consecutive seasons. Now, we all know that the Chiefs can put up some points on the board, but what really stands out about this team is their defense. Through 13 games, the Chiefs have recorded 28 sacks and 17 interceptions. Look out for them in the postseason. Former NFL player Chad Johnson has filed for bankruptcy. Johnson was drafted by the Bengals in the second round of the 2004 NFL Draft. He played 6 seasons in the league, most notably with the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Johnson's bankruptcy filing came as a surprise to many because he was known for his flashy lifestyle, including his appearances on the reality TV show The Real World. All right, folks, that'll do it for today's episode of What's Trending in the NFL. Next up, we're going to move on to our final segment called Commentary. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. All right, now let's get into our commentary. So we've been following the Antonio Brown drama very closely here on our channel, and it seems to be never-ending. On Wednesday morning, Tom Brady announced that he had benched Antonio Brown after he left the team's Week 13 game against the New Orleans Saints. Brown reportedly walked off the field without the team's permission after he was told to stay in the game despite having an injured knee. Later that day, it was revealed that Brown had been released by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then on Thursday morning, Brown made a post on social media that appeared to threaten the team. All of this drama was a bit unnecessary and very unprofessional. Hopefully, Brown can get his career back on track and find a new team for next season. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Smart Eye News Channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in next week for more news updates. Also, don't forget to subscribe below and comment down below on what you think about the latest news in the NFL. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.